This video is all about the Fringe as a marketplace.
So in this session, we're going to cover sort of the overview of the Fringe as a marketplace and what that means, what sort of industry attends the Fringe and why, and the resources that are available to both artists and industry.
So Fringe as a marketplace, what do we mean by this? Well, the Edinburgh Fringe is the largest open access performing arts festival in the world. So it is a hotspot for industry to come and find the next big thing that they're going to work on. Every year there's different opportunities and work that comes out of the Fringe. Some you might have heard of. Fleabag, for example.
Six, the musical is another big one.
Baby Reindeer. We could do this all day.
Yeah,
Go back and forth. So yeah, there's lots of exciting things that come out of the festival, and that is why industry see it as a really key moment in their year and use it as a marketplace.
So at the Fringe Society, we support industry in coming to the Fringe, and so that involves accrediting them and sort of getting all the information about each individual that's coming to the festival. And then we can provide them with resources of how to navigate the 3,500 plus shows that is going on in Edinburgh. And we can kind of help them connect with the right shows.
So we usually expect over 1,500 industry professionals to come to the Fringe each year. So yeah, who are those industry, Martha? Tell us more about who these industry professionals are.
Yes, so we refer to them as either like sort of delegates or industry professionals. And the way our accreditation system categorizes these is sort of film, TV, digital people, producers, talent management, programmers, and then kind of arts organizations, professional bodies, government bodies, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and they're all coming with different purposes and different reasons. So just to break it down a little bit more, you've got your film and TV industry people. So this might be commissioners, script developers or bookers, people who are looking to take work from the stage to the screen. And we also have producers, so lots of producers come to the Fringe, and producers can sometimes be a bit of a tricky one to pin down what a producer actually is, because there's lots of different types of producers, but some of the common ones we see are commercial producers, there might be independent producers, promoters, and then more producing companies that are here to find work.
Then we have the sort of talent management bracket, I guess. So this can include casting directors, agents, literary agents, music agents, or more corporate bookers. So yeah, that can be a few different people with that hat on.
And then the kind of biggest group of people that we tend to have coming to the Fringe are programmers. So that might be venue programmers or festival programmers, people who are literally looking to book work and take it to their venue or their festival. So yeah, lots of different people who are in town, all with different reasons. And that's part of what we do at accreditation, is find out who they are, why they're in town, and how we can help them.
So we also have our Fringe Marketplace program, which we'll chat a little bit more about.
So Fringe Marketplace is our program for companies that are ready to accept professional opportunities, and for industry who have those professional opportunities to offer. So a way to think about it, it's a bit of a mini website. So it only platforms the people who are at that stage for those professional opportunities.
I guess it's kind of less for sort of people testing out work or work in progress materials, or sort of more student companies. It's more, people that are at that professional
ready to
point.
showcase.
Yeah. So the criteria to be involved are, it's sort of likely to have experience in touring or developing work beyond the Fringe. You need to provide detailed information on those kind of ambitions. So whether it's touring, and so you need to explain a bit more about the touring requirements for your show, or if you're looking for it to get booked and picked up, right holder specifics, things like that you just need to have a think about to meet the criteria.
Yeah, and the industry then that are on the platform, they're the people who have opportunities to offer. So they're actively looking for that professional work and to take it to the next stage. What's really great about the Fringe Marketplace program is it exists during the Fringe, but it also lives on year round. So it means that industry can access your work at any point in the year, and also means for those industry who are maybe not able to see your show whilst they're in town, maybe they're only there for a short amount of time and they really wanted to catch your show, but there was just a clash, they can still access information about your show on the Fringe Marketplace platform.
Some of the resources that you'll need to have prepared for your show, if you're looking to tour the show, for example, and you're interested in sort of connecting with venue programmers or festival programmers, you're going to want to have a tour pack at the ready for your show. Things to consider are digital assets. If you have a few different images, like really high quality professional images, or a full recording or a trailer of the show, these can be really useful to have for Fringe Marketplace. And I guess just to say, if any of that feels new and a bit like you don't have those resources ready, come and chat to us. We can absolutely chat to you more about kind of what the show ambitions are and how you can build those resources as well. So the criteria to be involved in the Fringe Marketplace programme is that you have a show that is professional and ready to be taken on in some sort of way. So whether that be touring, or maybe you have a bit of experience with touring the show already, or if it's looking to engage sort of with TV screen professionals, you need to sort of be at that stage with the show and ready to go onwards and have the information about the show at the ready for those conversations as well.
So if you're thinking about engaging with the industry, we've got a couple of resources that are available to you. A full list of them will be in the description below. But the main things we want to highlight just now are, come and speak to us. Yeah. Come and speak to us about what those professional goals are, and we can help you navigate the opportunities that we have on offer. We can talk through what those professional goals are and how you can utilise your time at the Fringe to get closer to them. We also have our Fringe Central programme that happens during the Fringe, where we host a number of different events, all based around professional development and helping you with your goals. So again, if you have a chat with us, we can highlight which events in particular would be really useful for you to engage with whilst you're at the Fringe.
We can also offer lots of guidance and sort of resources specifically on this. So if a lot of this feels very new, but you're kind of interested in this sort of development, again, come and chat to us. If you're trying to build a tour pack for your show, but you have no experience in this, we can give sort of lots of resources on those sorts of things and offer guidance and feedback of any of those sort of materials for your show. So just use us.
Yes,
basically,
use us. We'll give you the feedback. All of this is useful to do. You know, we can do this at any point of the year, but it's particularly useful before you come to the Fringe, so that you have these assets and these extra materials in place so that you are ready to go when you land in Edinburgh.
And it's also worth saying, a lot of artists use the Fringe as a moment to gather those resources. So if this is your first time taking the show in front of audiences and you need some more images of the show, the Fringe can be a fantastic place to get those images and get that trailer and get a bit of recordings of the show, so that you can have conversations with industry potentially after the festival as well.
Yeah. Get yourself a camera and a tripod and you're ready to go.
Ready to go.
So as we mentioned, we've got all these industry that are in town, and we are here to help you connect with them. So there's a number of resources that we have to help the industry to find your show, but then we are also on hand to help you find the industry. So once you've had a chat with our team, we can speak to you about who's in town and who you might want to engage with. So we might give you a list, for example, of the industry that are in town that might be relevant to your show based on the genre or based on sort of what your onward ambitions are.
And from there as well, we can give guidance on how to reach out to those sort of people. So whether that's sort of, giving them a cold email, we can give tips on what to include in that email. But if it's in person, it's about having those conversations and coming across really professional and well in representing your show. We can help with all of these things.
It's kind of about how do you make that cold email as warm as possible? How do you make it as warm as possible? How can you make it personable? How can you be direct with them and tell them a bit about you, but also like be quite direct with what you're wanting from the interaction? These are all things that we can help you do.
This leads on to our top tip very nicely.
Yes.
Genuinely, whenever reaching out to industry, be as tailored with your outreach as possible. So finding their name, wherever that may be on their website. Why should they specifically chat to you about your show or come and see the show?
Why might they be interested in your show? You know, there's no point in speaking to someone who's a circus programmer and your show's actually a dance piece. You know, do your research so you don't get yourself into an awkward situation.
Yeah. Also, they have quite a few emails in their inbox of people sort of inviting them to the show. So if you can be clear as to why they might be interested in your work, it really does help you stand out against some other shows that might clash with yours, unfortunately. So quality over quantity with those sorts of outreach.
Yeah, and it might be a nice moment actually to talk a bit about networking and a little bit about those networking tips.
The dreaded word.
The dreaded word of networking. No one likes it, but we love it. We love the networking. Yeah, there's obviously everyone's kind of in town during the Fringe, so it is a great it is a great time not to be on your computers or your phone and actually utilize the in-person opportunities that there are. So if you're at a networking event, I think sometimes we see it happen quite a lot. Yeah. The temptation is to fall into the sales pitch, and that's all you're doing is sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch. Whereas actually, it's quite a nice start just to ask someone, how's your day going?
Yeah. What have you seen today?
Yeah, what have you seen? What show would you recommend to me? Like, strike up a conversation with these people, because ultimately, when it comes to the industry, it's not going to be a sort of one-off opportunity that's you done. It's a long-term relationship. It's a slower game. A bit different from the press. The press is a little bit more immediate, whereas the industry is that long-term relationship. Yeah. So how can you foster that? How can you strike up a natural conversation with them? So yeah, think of it in that sense rather than sales pitch and trying to get them along to your show, because actually it's just trying to get them on board with you and the work that you do. Yeah. Great. I think well that is said. Us then for the Fringe as a marketplace. As we mentioned before, all of the resources and links that you might need are in the description below. And if you like this, then please like and subscribe, where you can see more of our videos and content on the Edinburgh Fringe.